Hey everybody, I'm back again with another video. This time I'm doing a smackdown between Cellar Door TV and Pyramid add-ons. Now, I usually do an installation guide on these, but this time I'm going to actually do a comparison between the two. I'm going to compare their appearance, their content, the ease of use, and the quality of their sources. Now, I will leave a link in the description on where to get these add-ons for Kodi, and you guys are more than welcome to leave comments if you need help. But anyway, let's get this smackdown started. And first up is going to be the red corner, which I made the Pyramid add-on. Now, I went online and looked for best add-ons in 2017, and Pyramid came up on some other YouTuber's channel, so I decided to test it. And then, as I was doing that, I found Cellar Door TV also. So I decided to put the two head-to-head and give them a shot. So
let's get ready to rumble!
Let's go. I would say that the build could be utilized on less powerful machines, and it would work fine. It is kind of text-based, and there's not a lot of graphics, which would probably work well with less powerful machines. Alright, so, the Pyramid, first off, I tried it on the Sports Zone, which, right off the bat, a lot of builds have a problem with the sports interface and running live sports especially. So it's not the only one, but I think that the interface is a little bit sparse, and when I did try to play stuff back, it was pretty choppy and had some problems trying to gather the source and then play it back. And it's not like I have a really slow connection to say like it should be like stuttering and kind of stop like that. But like I said, I've seen other builds that have had problem with live sports and live sports channels. It's just that this one seemed to have a lot of problems with it, and I got very few to actually work. So after I assessed that the sports channels really weren't going to stream very well, I tried a few more just to give them a shot and make sure that it wasn't just those couple of channels. NBA TV, like I said, it was a little bit started to stutter and stop. So I tried those, and then I said, what, let's just try the movies after the sports, because really that's what everyone's going to want to see, is movies and TV. So I gave that a shot and skipped through to the movie zone, and it had all of those zones, and it had popular. But like I said, the menus and the presentation, it's really meant for a low powered machine, I believe, because it was, like I was going back to a really old version of Kodi or something like that. And when I did launch even very popular movies, there weren't a lot of links, not a lot of sources to go and pick from. So I had like 2 or 3 SDs and a couple of HDs that I could click on, and a couple worked, and when they did work, it worked well. But as far as a lot of selection, a lot of choices, like normally I'm used to seeing like 30-40 sources, not like 5 or 6. So I have to say that I was a little disappointed in the Pyramid, especially since other YouTubers on their channels were saying like, this is full of content, there's just so much on Pyramid, you got to try it, it's one of the best in 2017. Okay, so now let's try out the Cellar Door TV, which is a totally different interface. It has much more graphically intense menus. In fact, it had to load for a little while just to start running. I did have to close and reopen Kodi in order to get it operational. That's normal with a lot of builds. But it was actually very, very nice. In fact, I would consider this one of the better looking builds I've seen in a while, and it seemed to operate really nicely also. So the appearance, I would say, is definitely a win. Now, there's also the content. So I started to, scroll around and see all of the movies and how their presentation was. And to be quite honest with you, it blew the last one away. As far as presentation, content, ease of use, it was leaps and bounds above the last one. So I think you can kind of get where I'm going here as far as which one I would choose. Now, like I said, the previous build would work fine on maybe a tablet or a cell phone or even like an older Android TV because it's so text-based and very, very minimal as far as presentation. But as you can see here, I'm shooting through and I'm going to try a few movies in it, and you can see that it even gives you a choice of which interface and which source to utilize in order to download the movies. I mean, it's leaps and bounds above the last one, which gave you like 4 links, 2 SD and 2 HD. Now, I did try the live TV. That really didn't work very well. So there are better builds for live TV. So if that's what you're looking for, this might not be it. I don't watch a lot of live TV. I generally just watch movies and like TV series and stuff like that. So in this case, that would be, perfectly fine with me. And it had just a ton of content, and it's really actually nice to use and utilize and work with. Now, I did have a little bit of glitchy with my mouse. I think it's more it really is based for like an Android TV or Shield TV. Windows, not so much, but as far as everything else, it worked flawlessly, really well, and I would actually say that this might be my new go-to. So Cellar Door TV has definitely got a thumbs up from me. Now, I have watched 12 Monkeys before, so I decided to give this one a shot on here, and it's a pretty good show. I mean, it's one of those shows that if they actually resolve things, it would end, but it's relatively entertaining. I would recommend it for somebody who's run out of stuff to watch. But anyway, let's move on with this review, which I think you guys already know the way I'm leaning. It's absolutely towards the Cellar Door TV. Pyramid is alright. I would not call it one of the best builds for Kodi in 2017. The channel that said that, I'm not going to name the channel, but if you look on there and you put in Pyramid, Kodi, and look it up, you'll see that a lot of them are going best build ever. I have to disagree with that. It's a okay build. It's functional, but the Cellar Door TV killed it. In fact, I would probably say that might be my new go-to. I highly recommend that one. Give that one a shot. I will leave the link in the description for both of them. But if you're looking for a good Kodi build, at least in 2017, this one is it. Okay, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to add the Pyramid and Aries Wizard so that you can install that Cellar Door TV add-on. So first off, you're going to click the add a source, and then you're going to click on none, and you're going to go and type in http://repo.aries-project.com, and then another / and then magic. Now you're just going to click OK, and then you're going to give it a name. Now I could have just left it magic, but I wanted to put a dot in the front. It's just, it helps it align it near the top and set it towards the top, so that's why you put a dot in the front. It has no other reason than that. So you just put the dot magic and then click OK. And now you can hit back or escape 2 times and you'll get back to the main screen. Go to add-ons. And then you're going to go to the box on the left hand side. And this is where you're going to install from the zip. Now you're going to find the magic because it's at the top, and you click on repository and give it a minute and look on the top right hand corner of your screen, and you should see eventually it say that the Aries project is installed. Now you can go back to your add-ons and scroll down and find Pyramid, and you click on Pyramid and then you click on install, and now you will see that it is installed. The actual add-on is on your machine. So now you could be able to run the Pyramid add-on. Now, when I first looked for it, I couldn't find it. Sometimes it takes a minute. If you saw in that last window, it was actually sitting there as a little box. Now it shows up. So then you could do that one. Now, under Program Add-ons, Aries Wizard is there. And the Aries Wizard is where you can actually have it install builds for you. Now, these are fully themed builds. So I am going with one add-on versus the Cellar Door, which is a full-blown theme build. But it seems like it's so much better. I wouldn't even install Pyramid unless you really want text-based and you have a low-powered machine. You do have to get a pin, but it points you towards the website and spits out a pin, and then you just add it in there, and now it'll allow you to install it. So then you just click proceed, and it will download and then install the Cellar Door TV add-on. So it does take a little bit depending on your speed of your connection as to how long it's going to take, and then the speed of your computer, how long it's going to take to extract and install. So depending on whether you want to do a full-blown theme or you just want to do add-ons, you could just technically install all the add-ons yourself that you like, but I tend to like the wizards and the actual themes because it makes everything cohesive and it gives you a little bit more functionality, and usually they have tweaks in them also so that you can tweak it and make it run a little bit better. And as you can see, I'm doing this in real time. This is how long it actually takes, so you got to be patient and allow the extraction of all the files and the installation of all the files. So it does take a few minutes, but I definitely think that the Cellar Door TV is worthwhile and worth the wait. Alright, so it's all done, and it's going to ask you if you want to enable any repair stuff. I didn't really have anything on there, so no. And then if you want to enter a contest, no. And then OK to force close Kodi. And now your themes and your add-ons are all configuring within Kodi. And in just a minute or so, you should have everything loaded. Your thumbnails should start importing in. It should start to build the menus, and as you can see, it is putting the whole package together, and it's even putting its own wizard in which I think is kind of cool. That's one of the reasons I like these package deals, is that it puts its own little wizard on it, and it'll allow you to maintain your Kodi, clear packages, clear caches, and just work good all around. But anyway, that was my quick tutorial at the end for both the add-on. So the smackdown between Cellar Door TV and the Pyramid was not a fair fight. It was definitely one-sided, but that's okay. That's one of the reasons you need to see this, so that you don't even try the other one unless you really have a low-powered machine. Subscribe if you want to catch more tutorial videos and much more. Anyway, that's my video. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get the heck out of here.